First up, we have freshman early childhood education major from Fairview, Ohio, who's from Kara Stouffer's COM 15,000 class, Nick Miller.
Hi, everyone. All right, let's get the elephant out of the room right now. I know what you're all thinking, and yes, I am wearing a tie. No, shablam, I'm wearing high heels, duh. But why is this so weird? Why is it so strange to see a man expressing himself in this way? Because it's feminine. According to dictionary.com's official 2019 website, feminine can be defined as having qualities traditionally ascribed to women, such as sensitivity and gentleness. Sensitivity and gentleness. Why are these incredibly positive attributes correlated specifically with women? We were all once little boys ourselves, or else we knew little boys, or maybe we know a little boy that's growing up right now. Do these young men in our lives not need to know the value of sensitivity and gentleness? These are incredibly positive attributes that we should all strive to embody in our everyday lives. When we teach our young men the value of self-expression and talking about their emotions and kindness, we help to raise better men of tomorrow. We need to encourage our little boys to embrace their femininity. As you guys can probably tell, I was raised in a home where I was allowed and even encouraged to be whoever I wanted to be. I was allowed to express myself through activities like choir and show choir, through theater, and I wasn't even made fun of when I bawled my eyes out watching Marley and Me with my family. I dream of a day when every young man is given the same loving and open upbringing that I received. But this dream can only become reality if we start realizing the damage that toxic masculinity can have in our society. So first we need to look at why toxic masculinity is such a problem, and then figure out how to fix it. Only then will we be able to envision a world in which all men embrace their femininity. So first we need to tackle the root of the problem. We force toxic masculine ideals on our men as soon as we can. We teach boys to man up at such a young age that the idea of toxic masculinity is ingrained in them from childhood. You know, there's such a great movement today to teach our little girls that they're strong and that they're powerful, but we forget to teach our little boys that they don't have to be so stoic and so emotionless. Heroes like Moana and Wonder Woman embody characteristics of strength and independence, but what do our little boys have to look up to? There are no superheroes who are stay-at-home dads, and no princes who love lyrical dance and ballet. We spend so much time teaching our little girls that they are strong that we forget to teach our little boys they don't always have to be. This can have long-term damage for our young men and lead to harmful behavior in the future. According to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention's national website in 2018, men were more than 3 times as likely than women to commit suicide. More than 3 times. Perhaps this is because they don't have the outlet for their emotions, and they feel trapped and alone in the world with no way out. According to a July 2016 article by Dr. Stephen Johnson, a licensed psychotherapist, anger is often the only emotion left for men to express without feeling like less of a man. This will lead them to lash out in physical violence to complete strangers, and more frequently, to the people they love the most. So how do we fix this? What can we do? We need to encourage our little boys to embrace their femininity and show them that there is no right way to be a man. So first, we need to openly talk about emotions with our little boys. When we see a little boy crying, our first reaction is man up, shake it off, don't be such a girl. This shows our little boys that emotions are bad for them and that men don't cry. It teaches them that femininity is bad, and what's worse is they're going to go on to preach these harmful mantras to others. We need to stop doing this. Instead, let's try hugging our little boys and letting them know that everything's going to be okay. Let's ask them how they're feeling, why they're upset, and maybe what we can do to help. We need to show our little boys that confronting their emotions head on is a strong and admirable thing for them to do. Next, we need to encourage our little boys to dress how they want and participate in activities in which they're interested. We need to let our little boys express themselves. We need to show them that wearing high heels and painting our nails is not weird, that colors are not girly for God's sake, that boys can wear pink and girls can wear blue and everyone can play with every color in the crayon box. We need to let them pick out their own clothes and dress like however they want for Halloween, whether that be Superman or a fairy princess. We need to let our little boys make their own decisions and figure out for themselves what makes them happy. And you know what? Let's keep on encouraging them to play sports. But then let's also ask them if they want to try piano, or try dance, or try playing with Barbies. When we don't limit our little boys to just footballs and train tables, we give them the opportunity to express themselves in positive, creative, and healthy ways. When we teach our little boys to talk about their emotions, to dress how they want, and to do what they love, we teach our little boys that they are perfect and they're loved exactly the way they are, for exactly who they are. When we raise our little boys to show them that there is no ideal image of a man they need to fit, our world will be a happier and safer place. Men will no longer be bullying other men. Our brothers, our best friends, our boyfriends, our dads, our husbands will no longer feel completely trapped and alone in the world with no way out. Instead of lashing out in violence, men will be vulnerable. They'll open up to us and they'll reach out for comfort and for support. When today's little boys grow up, they will complement each other. They'll dress how they want, and they'll be respectful to all people, no matter how different they may be. Most importantly, when today's little boys become the men of tomorrow, there will no longer be a toxic male stereotype that they have to fit. So today we've seen the dangers that toxic masculinity can have in our society. We've learned how to fix it, and we've seen what the world might look like if we do. It is vital that we encourage our little boys to embrace their femininity, and we need to start right now. Now, we don't all need to put on high heels and paint our nails to do this, but if you want to, I totally encourage it. It's a lot of fun. But the best thing that most of us can do from this point on is to completely stop using words and phrases like man up or anything that expresses the same idea. Erase it from your vocabulary. Stop using it whenever you feel the urge to. Now, once we've done this, I challenge each and every one of you to stand up to the people around you who you hear using these words and phrases. It might be hard. It might be scary, but this is the only way that we can teach the men of tomorrow that words and phrases like this don't even exist. But until we can do that, let's be feminine. Let's be girly. Let's encourage our little boys to be curly, and let's not stop until every man is acting like a proper lady. Thank you.